As the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. And the Eagles will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Groupers' offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Rides the back on the option. The give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, And the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the left side. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll go to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Needs it to keep this drive alive. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
goodness gracious. If you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Split backs here. The give to the back. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
The Groupers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Hunt is on its way. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And some room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know he didn't get the 1st down, but how about the effort by that guy there? He was doing everything in his power to try to make as many people miss as possible to get that 1st down. Just wasn't able to do it, but man, you love to see your players fighting like that.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. There's been next to 0 execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The groupers decide to punt it away.
Number 95 on to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Inside the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
The inside handoff. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
defense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
22, water.
The give to the fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
He's brought down at the 21. Second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Set, ready.
He'll pull it on the read. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the pitch. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll go back to work on offense. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done. There he goes! Spins away from the defense. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Grabbed over the middle, it's Peterson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Georgia Southern.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the groupers will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Inside. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now this offense is back on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Makes it past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. He's got 69 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The groupers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, groupers! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 20 to Kansas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the... He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Now the toss. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Setting up the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the move. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. On the option. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the groupers will snap it on 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
The groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Chandler. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the left. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake.
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Foster. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down.
22 water.
Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the groupers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The give to the single back. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Here we go.
Gets the back moving. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Here's a heat. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here.
And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Craig. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Benson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Groupers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls in.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go